to my channel. Today we have a little bit of a different background. We have our spooky background because we are going to be talking about spooky releases that have come out within the last 2 months. So this is actually a series that I've been wanting to get started for a really long time, but I feel like Halloween is the best season to get started with it. So basically, we're going to be talking about all the new releases that have come out from smaller indie brands that you may not have heard about. And because it's Halloween, I feel like it is the best time to figure out what I would buy, what I wouldn't buy from these smaller brands with their Halloween releases. This is definitely a series that I want to do more often on our channel, basically talking about new indie releases within the last month. This is going to be an accumulation of about the last 2 months because I wanted to include a lot of indie brands in this one and all of the Halloween releases. So let's get this video started. This is going to be the first one of a series that I hope to make. Also, if you like anything I have on today, like this black lipstick, this purple eyeshadow, or these adorable little earrings, check the links below because I'll have them all down there. It's all from smaller brands. I'm also going to have links below to everything that we talk about, either to their Instagram or their actual shop. So let's get started. I'm going to have the brand and the picture of the item right over here. Let's get started with the first brand. And this is actually a brand that I just heard about. This is Dark and Glam Beauty, and they came out with this adorable Frankenstein sponge. It's basically like a normal beauty sponge, but it has like a little image of Frankenstein on it. I think this is adorable. They also did a restock of some glitter, and they also added some eyelashes. Now, I'm not a big eyelash girl. I was more pulled towards this sponge. I thought that this was the cutest looking, and honestly, they already have had this out since September, but I think it's just awesome to mention in this video because I think that a lot of people would still probably die to get their hands on this sponge right now. And because so many people would die to get their hands on that sponge, I do want to put out a little preface that everything on their website is basically sold out right now, but I'm sure that they will be doing a restock because they do pretty much restocks on all of their items. Next, there is Blood Babe Cosmetics. They are a really small Etsy brand, and they are coming out with these 3 lipsticks this coming Friday, which is October 23rd. And they also have some other lipsticks on their Etsy already. I think they have a Goosebumps one, and they also have a horror-inspired one that's like this grayish black. They're beautiful, and I think these are actually really pretty too. I wouldn't wear the Slasher or Myers, but I think it's called Dress to Kill, is beautiful. I think that's like a beautiful, 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 like foresty deep green. I love that color. I might pick it up, and I think I might also pick up their Goosebumps inspired color too, because I think those are just like really pretty. But I admire this brand because they are such a small company, and to come out with like an actual like kind of release is really cool to see from them because they are so small and their Etsy is so small. I also wanted to include that I think these are going to retail for around $12 because that seems like the regular price of their other liquid lipsticks. Next, I actually have 3 palettes from this brand, and I will say that these are the mix between the glitter and eyeshadow palettes. I personally like those, although I have been trying to switch to more biodegradable glitter. If you do not, you might want to skip until the next brand, but these are 3 palettes that do have the eyeshadow and the glitter, which I personally really like. This is from Style Cosmetics. I think that's how you say it. And they have 3 palettes that they recently released. One of them is Aurora of Autumn palette. It retails for $40, but it's currently on sale for $25. I think this is a beautiful autumn palette. It has like all the very basic colors that you would think of when you think of autumn and fall. Next, you also have Ice Pumpkin. I believe they're currently sold out of this one, but they might possibly do a restock. I wish I got this video out in time because this is a beautiful palette. This is absolutely beautiful. I particularly like the 2 reds at the very top. I don't know why, but I'm such like a red kind of gal. Red is just instantly I want that palette. And then their most recent palette is actually not a Halloween palette. It's called Hugs and Kisses. It's currently on sale, I believe, for $25. It's typically $30. And it's actually a breast cancer awareness palette, which I think is stunning. That's stunning. I think it's beautiful. All the proceeds, I believe, or a portion of the proceeds are going to go to the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation, and I couldn't be any happier because it's pink. It's all pink. I think I'm actually going to pick this one up because it's just so nice and beautiful, and it's for a great cause that I am desperately close to, so thank you. I love it. I love it. I think I'm for sure going to pick this palette up, even though it does have glitter in it, and I'm trying to, you know, reduce my amount of glitter because it's also, you know, supporting breast cancer. I kind of feel like I should pick it up, you know what I mean? So I have a feeling I'm going to pick this one up. Next up, we have Touch of Glam, and they are another Etsy selling brand. They are on Etsy, and these are actually their Halloween highlighters. And I like all of these. I'm not really like a single pan highlighter person, but the Hocus Pocus one, which is the one that has all the pumpkins on it, that's adorable. That's adorable. Also, their highlighters have scents, like you can choose a scent, which I think is really cool. I would never want a scent on my face, but I think the fact that you can like choose it, maybe you could use that as like a body butter or something. I think that's kind of cool. This one is gingerbread cookie, like smelling. You can also choose to have it without a scent if you're like me and you don't like to have scents on your body. I think that's really pretty. It retails for $23. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. I'm really tempted to, but I don't like single pan highlighters. So this one it's a we'll see for me. We don't know yet. Speaking of pumpkin, I do have pumpkin spice apple cider. Oh my god, it's wonderful. And next up, we have Spoiled Cosmetics. Now, I am so not surprised they put out a Halloween palette because I feel like so many of their palettes kind of count as Halloween palettes. Like, they have this one, which is the, like, Rest in Peace to My Youth Volume 16 palette, which is $32, and it's literally, like, a coffin. They also have the they have an Ouija board looking palette, which is $30, which is, it's so beautiful. And now they came out with this Glamoween palette, and this is really pretty. I really like the green shade that they have in there. I don't know why, but I'm really drawn to that green, and I almost want to buy it just for that green because I have all the other colors. But I think this palette is beautiful, and I kind of like how unique all of their palettes are. They put so much time and effort into like the construction of the palette, like not even just the shades, but the packaging itself. Beautiful and spot on. I might get this one, and I know for sure I'm probably going to end up getting the Rest in Peace to My Youth palette because it's just so dang pretty. Now, this palette isn't out yet. I don't know how much it's going to retail for, and I don't know all of the shades, but Unicorn Cosmetics gave us a little preview of a palette that they're going to be releasing called Wicked, and from what I see, it is a lot of purples and grays, and I really like it. I am a purple and gray kind of girl. I really like those in-depth, like, dark shades. I don't like really light shades. I think this palette might be something that I end up picking up because it looks so on point, and it looks very, like, metal.
Hi, Lex from the future. So we finally got a picture of the palette, and I have completely changed my mind. It's not that it's a bad palette, but I cannot deal with how they split multiple colors down the middle and then how it's just so off-center, so never mind.
Like, if you've ever listened to Metallica, you know they have that one album, and this just, if you know, you know. That being said, I mean, of course I have to find out how much it retails for, and I do want to see the rest of the colors, but so far, with just the little sneak peek of the cover, it looks like I might be buying this palette. And next up, we have a brand that I love. It's started by an MBA named Hunter Faulkner. He is amazing. Just, look, just here, take in the amazingness of his artwork. He is amazing. He started his own brand, and he released a palette recently called Witch Doctor, and I am so here for it, especially after watching Sabrina, and now I'm watching Lovecraft Country. Like, beautiful. And this is, wow. I think, like, the entire idea of Witch Doctor, they nailed it with the colors that they chose to put in this palette. Now, they're not colors that I would ever wear. They're definitely not for me. Like, I wear way brighter colors than this. But, that being said, I feel like this is such a great palette for people with darker skin tones. And obviously, this brand caters to darker skin tones. And I love that. Like, that green right there, stunning. Stunning. The red is so beautiful. Even like that like dark, deep, like ocean blue, that's beautiful, and that's gonna look beautiful on darker skin tones. This only retails for $38, and man, if it had like a few brighter colors, I would definitely pick it up. It's just a little too neutral for me, but the entire idea of like Witch Doctor is it's just so, it's so good. And I haven't seen a palette like it yet, so I am in love with this palette already, and I really wish I could pick it up. If it just had like a few more brighter shades, kind of like that yellow mustard shade, I'd definitely pick it up. Now, if you are a fake lashes person, I would definitely say check these ones out. These are beautiful, colorful lashes from Ink Doll Cosmetics. They retail for about $9, $8.99, and I think they're stunning. Like, these are beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm not going to pick any up because I really hate false lashes. They are not for me. My eyes are just way too, like, beady and small to actually ever make them fit. They're always very uncomfortable. But I think these are gorgeous. And if you have bigger eyes, I would definitely say go ahead and pick a pair of these up, especially if you like to do very colorful looks. Next up, we have a very indie brand, Alien Cosmetics. They have this adorable spooky glam palette. It retails for $40. Believe you can get it pre-ordered right now. I really like this palette. I'm not going to buy it because I have all these shades, but if you don't have any fall shades, I definitely recommend looking at this palette because, I mean, these are just the most fall shades I've ever seen. Like, this is just a fall palette. It has deep burgundy, like mahogany-ish colors. It has some gross, like, I call them gross, but they're beautiful, like mustard yellow. It has different reds. I really like that red up top. I really, really, really like that, like, almost pumpkin orange at the very bottom. I love it. I would pick up this palette if I didn't already have all these shades, but if you don't, again, I highly recommend. I think this is beautiful. Also, Alien Cosmetics just has so many makeup, like, palettes that are just so spooky. So spooky. Next up, one of my favorite indie spooky brands, Shop Elm Street, is doing a collab with two other brands.
Hi, Lex from the future again. The entire collection sold out in a few hours. So I don't feel comfortable putting it in the video if you can't buy it, but what I will do is go ahead and talk over some of the other products that are on Shop Elm Street's amazing website and just display them up for you just in case you might want to buy them. They also have some really cool Beetlejuice collection on sale right now that I think you guys should definitely buy because I think they're still a brand worth looking into.
Next up, not like a spooky palette, but definitely a palette I am so willing to invest in. This is the Lucky Lashes Sad Girls palette, and it's beautiful. This is beautiful. And the shades in here, number one, I think are stunning. Those blue shades are so nice. The only shades like I probably wouldn't end up wearing are most likely like the browns at the very top. But the blues kind of make up for that. I mean, there are so many that I really think I would buy them. And then the cover art as well is just so reminiscent of when I like used to live in Fresno. Like the art is just so nice. I've always loved Lucky Lashes. I have their trio lip liners. I love many of their other palettes. Like every single palette of theirs is very unique, but I feel like the art on this palette is just like so distinctly handmade and unique. I think this might be a palette that I pick up because I've been wanting to get many of their other palettes anyways. I might just do a huge haul. We'll see. And also, there is no pricing yet because it isn't up on their website. It's not like fully released. But there are other palettes that are around the same size, like La Lacaria and Lost in Love palette and Glam Now Smoke Later. Those go from $35 to $45, so it's probably going to be somewhere in that price range. Their newest palette, which is the Aztec Lowrider, #1 beautiful, is only $42. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see how much this one is, but I have a feeling it's going to be around $42 to $35, somewhere within that range. Next up, another one of my favorite indie brands, Makeup Murder. Love it. They're actually coming out not with like makeup itself, but it's a makeup sealant. It retails for $13.94, and it's basically like you're supposed to be able to put it on loose pigments and loose eyeshadows, and it turns it into like a liquid, almost like consistency, kind of like liquid eyeliner, and then it seals it just like liquid eyeliner. I am totally into this because I have a ton of loose pigments now, and I would definitely buy this. I'm probably gonna buy it, probably not now, but in the near future when I do a haul of their line, because I haven't bought anything from them yet, although I have admired them from afar. So this is probably going to be something that I do buy. Next up, another super small brand, Ashanti Beauty, is releasing these lipsticks. They're Bruja. I most likely will buy them because #1, I'm a bad person for a dark red, and #2, it's named Bruja. Like, why would I not buy that? Like, I gotta support it. I gotta support it. Bruja, brujeria, anything like that, like curandera. I have yet to see a curandera release, and when I do, take my money. The lipstick itself retails for $8, but then there's also a lip gloss, which is like a dark. I'm gonna say like dark red, but it's more of a maroon. It's called La Llorona. Here's the thing, right? I grew up listening to my grandpa talk about La Llorona, and it scared me. Like, I was terrified. I still get scared of her. Even talking about her, like, scares me. So I want to buy it, but it's like I also don't want to bring like that vibe into my house. So we'll see. I really want it so bad because it's like memories, but it is also like terrifying memories. Like, yes, memories that terrify you. The last thing I want to talk about from this brand is actually they released a trio of lip glosses, Poison, Spellbound, and Pumpkin, and they're UV lip glosses, which means that they react to UV light. They're all $6 each. I'm not going to buy those just because they're not colors that I would ever wear, but they are beautiful. Like, I think they're super pretty, especially if you like doing looks like that. I might get Poison, actually, just to have them for maybe, like, spooky looks, like if I ever did, like, Monster of the Black Lagoon, but I don't know. Next up, we actually have like a bath and body care brand. This is called the Black Soapery, and a lot of their bath bombs and like washes all are kind of like more on the darker themes, kind of more Halloween themed, but they actually had this like little like box that you could buy. I think it's really cute. I think like the idea of having like how to survive the zombie apocalypse, but like soap themed box is ridiculously adorable. Their entire like line I honestly really love. They have a lot of amazing things. Like they have like whip soaps. They have this amazing lip soap that's like a little bat and it's like purple. They also have a bath bomb that's literally a book of zombie survival guide that I think is awesome. They also have like blood bag bubbles. Their entire brand is just all based off of these like I say gross in the best way possible, but like gross, disgusting body care, which I love. Like, I'm such a Halloween person, so I think that having like a blood bag full of bubbles is like adorable. Next up, Ashanti Beauty is coming out with the Dia de los Muertos palette, and I am so excited. It looks very like neutrals, but for some reason I'm just so drawn to it. Honestly, it's the outer packaging. The outer packaging is just so bomb and reminiscent of like going to the cemetery on Dia de los Muertos and like seeing it all decorated. It's so beautiful. I love that it has like the face of La Catrina on the side. It's beautiful. I might buy this palette even though it does look like a neutrals palette. And I have a feeling it's going to be released on Dia de los Muertos or really close to it because they haven't posted anything about it since. So I have a sneaking suspicion that is when they're going to post it, and hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on it. Next up, we have Capacity Cosmetics. I think that's how you say that word. I'm so sorry if that's not how you say it. But they've actually had a few releases. One of their releases I want to talk about that's more Halloween themed is actually their highlighters. So they have Zombie Boogers, Halloween Magic, and Pumpkin Guts. And I'm kind of leaning towards Pumpkin Guts. Each highlighter is $15. And they're beautiful. I don't like single highlighters, but I am really thinking about getting Pumpkin Guts because it is a orange, but it's very like neutral or orange. It's not like in your face highlight. They've also released a few like single shadows. Also have two palettes that I wanted to add in here. They're quad palettes, which means they have four eyeshadows. The first one being the Victorian palette. I think this is beautiful. It's $20 and the packaging is stunning. They also have the Enchanted Garden, which is very kind of Halloween green themed. It's all greens. Again, $20.
Lex from the future again. Actually, that palette is sold out, but they have another green palette on their website.
And the last brand I want to mention is another body care brand. This is from Rosella's Radiance. I said that Spanish. I'm going to say it in English. Rosella's Radiance. She kind of released like a duo, I guess you would say. You can buy them separately, but I honestly would probably buy it as a duo. They're the Toasted Pumpkin Chai Sugar Scrub and the matching body butter. Now, she has released multiple different fragrances for fall, but this is the one that I like the most because I am obviously a pumpkin person. Like, I have at least 20 pumpkins in my house right now. I also want to say that she has amazing Halloween releases. I think she has like one of the best body care brands Halloween releases I've seen. She has jack-o'-lantern, she has witch's brew, she has alien blood, she has an entire box too that she curated of all of the sample sizes. I almost want to try getting the entire box, but I want so many that I would honestly probably spending like $2,000 if I got everything I wanted. So I'm trying to only pick like one or two things from the shop to buy. I'm still trying to choose. She also came out with like I guess you would say like Famous Killers collection. She has like Leatherface, the Myers, Child's Play, Friday the 13th, and it's basically a bundle of sugar scrubs, body butters, and whipped soaps. Everything costs, around the general price point of about $13 to $15, depending on what you're getting. I'm just going to leave a ton of images here so that you can see what she has. I mean, the Bloody Mary body butter, the horror movie body butter, the Ghouls sugar scrub, the Toasted Pumpkin Chai. I mean, this all looks so amazing. I'm really not sure which one I'm gonna end up purchasing because they all look so good. I really do not know what I want to end up purchasing. It's probably gonna end up being the Pumpkin Chai collections because she has the whip soap and the body butter, and she also has, I believe it's like a shampoo and conditioner that I'm kind of leaning towards buying also, but we'll see. Alright guys, and that is everything everything I found in the new releases. There are so many new releases that have come out during Halloween, but I wanted to emphasize the ones that haven't been talked about on any YouTube platform really at all. So I want to take some time today and talk about the ones that I just haven't seen any clout for, because they don't deserve it. Alright guys, have a wonderful day. I hope you had a great time listening to me rant about some of my favorite brands, and I'll see you later. All the links to all the shops will be below, as well as links to my lipstick, my lip gloss, the eyeshadow I have on, and the earrings I have on. Also, if you are in need of resources, that means money, if you need food, if you need a place to stay, if you're looking for counseling, if you're looking for therapy, if you're looking for a doctor's visits, if you are an immigrant, or if you are scared of being deported, I have tons of information down below that might help you, so please go ahead and check that out. Alright guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you later.